I congratulate President-elect Biden very much on his victory, and of course I congratulate Kamala Harris on being the first female vice president, as she will become in the history of the United States. And the United States is our closest and most important ally, and that's been the case under president after president, prime minister after prime minister. It won't change. And I look forward very much to working with President Biden and his team on a lot of crucial stuff for us in the weeks and months ahead. Tackling climate change, trade, international security, many other issues.
Right, well, I mean, as you know, President-elect Biden has called you a clone of President Trump, and he's also made it clear that he thinks Brexit is a mistake and it will diminish Britain in the world. How are you going to convince him that he's wrong?
Well, I think there is far more that unites the government of this country and government in Washington any time, at any stage, than divides us. We have common values, we have common interests, we have a common global perspective. There's a huge amount of work we need to do together to protect those values. A belief in democracy, in free speech around the world, in human rights, in free trade, in the rules-based international order. All these things are currently under threat, and you have the United States and Britain standing together, as they have done many times in the past, to protect those values. So there's far more, I think, that unites us than divides us.
And obviously one thing the UK is seeking is a trade deal with the United States. This change of administration presumably will mean that can't happen now before the end of the Brexit transition period. Might not happen for a while yet. Does that make it more urgent to get a deal with the EU in the coming days?
Look, I mean, I think they're two wholly separate things. I've always been a great enthusiast for a trade deal with our European friends and partners. I think it's there to be done. The broad outlines are pretty clear. We just need to get on and do it if we can. And I've said that to Ursula von der Leyen just yesterday, and she totally agrees with me. But on the trade deal with the US, I'm a keen student of the United States trade policy, and they're tough negotiators. And I've never believed that this was going to be something that was going to be a complete pushover under any US administration. I think there's a good chance we'll do something.
And one thing that does trouble President-elect Biden is the internal market bill, because he sees that as potentially undermining the Good Friday Accord. Are you determined to pass that bill through Parliament as it is?
Yes, as I told Ursula, the parliamentary timetable goes ahead, and the whole point of that bill, and indeed the finance bill, is to protect and uphold the Good Friday Agreement and the peace process in Northern Ireland. And again, that's one of the things that we're united on with our friends in the White House.